it's Emily from Art and Soul Beads, and today we're going to make these really funky lariat necklaces with suede tassels. Lariat necklaces are really fun because you can wear them all different ways. As you see, I've got it kind of as a choker like this, but way you see, you can wear it as a long necklace with a knot right in the center. You can move that knot way up high and you can wear it like this, or you can wear the knot really down low and have a super fun long necklace. I'm really excited to teach you how to make these lariat necklaces with a tassel. Alright, 6 feet of suede, scrap wire, I'm using 20 gauge artistic wire, full snake chain, 10mm bead caps, a cup with just a little bit of water in it, a round nose plier, a flat nose plier, and a snipper. I started making tassels out of suede about 2 weeks ago, and I noticed that they're becoming really popular on the market. And you can even buy a tassel maker, which is a tool that helps you wrap your suede or your chain or your leather around. But I'm thinking, why even use that when you can use your handy dandy hands, right? So I'm going to show you how to make these tassels without having to invest in any tools. I'm going to start by taking my 6 feet of suede and just cutting it in half. Finding the center by putting the two ends together and just cut it in half just like that. So that I'll know that both of my tassels are going to be pretty similar. And then I want these to be really long, so I'm going to start by kind of separating my finger out just a little bit. And I want the first tassel to be downward. Then I'm going to wrap around my fingers 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. So you can see that after I cut them, it's going to all be about the same. So I'm just going to set that aside, and I'm going to grab just a scrap piece of wire here, and I only need a part of it. I always have scrap pieces of wire laying around. Now we have something to do with them. Then I'm going to just take a part of my wire and I'm going to just fold my wire over that tassel part really tight, kind of overlap them just so. Then I take my flat nose plier and I'm going to twist this wire nice and strong. Just really twist so that the tassels stay together. I only twist over twice and you can see that I can't even really pull any of this out. So we don't need that tail, so just trim that tail right off. Whoop, there it goes. And then I'm going to slide over my bead cap, my 10mm bead cap, and it fits right on. Now, if you don't know how to already make a round loop, you can find how to make a round loop on our blog, artandsoulbeads.com, on our blog, but I'm going to go through it really quick here. I'm going to use the tip of my tool flush onto the top of this 10mm bead cap, and I'm going to bend my wire back at a 90-degree angle. And then I release my tool, and I'm going to place my tool back in so that the round nose is kind of right in that elbow there. I'm going to wrap around until it's a P. I flip my tool up and then wrap under until I get a nice perfect circle, just like that. Now we want to add our chain. I'm going to add just one end of the chain. You can see this chain has a great opportunity to add whatever you'd like. That could be a clasp, it could be a pendant, but today it's going to be this awesome tassel. So I'm going to just add it on. Then I take my flat nose plier and really protect that circle I just created, and keeping my flat nose plier and my tail parallel to one another, I'm going to start at that very first 90-degree angle and wrap, keeping them straight and in line, wrap right down to the bottom so that all of this is really nice and tight. Go ahead and push down with your tool to really line it up. Then grab your snippers and snip right inside and then apply a little extra pressure, and that's how you make a perfect wrap. Now, we don't want any of these guys looping around here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just trim these down just right in the center, and I want to make them all the same length. So I just kind of grab my pliers and make them all the same length by trimming them down until they're all the same length. Now you got a perfect tassel, but we don't want any of this curl, so I'm going to just stick it in this glass of water here. Just drop it in, get it wet, take it out, and I use my hands just to make sure that these are all nice and straight. And it'll dry up for you. You could put it under a book for an hour or so if you'd like, but the water seems to do the trick for me. All right, we're halfway there. Let me just go ahead and make the other tassel. Now that we have both of our tassels made and on our snake chain, we want to just make sure that they're the same length. So I just put them together side by side and just snip any of those extra ones that are a little longer until they're both the perfect same length. And now you're ready to wear. Thank you so much for watching our video on how to make these awesome lariat necklaces with the snake chain and the trendy tassels. Subscribe and like to our YouTube channel for other tips and tricks on how to make what's trending in jewelry fashion. You can find all of these materials on artandsoulbeads.com. Check out our blog for other trendy jewelry designs and how-to tips.